All right, here we go. I'm here with Fred Ayad from FDC Construction.
Yep.
Fred, what's your role at FDC?
I'm a project manager. I've been here for a couple of years now, and majority of our work's been on commercial industrial projects. It's a company where we do our own work development wise, and we also are in the hard dollar tender market. We've also got a fit out division, an electrical and mechanical division, and sort of a big player in the mid-tier market.
Okay. Fred, tell me about theft and vandalism on your sites.
Yeah, look, majority of our work in the construction division in particular is a lot of it's on industrial estates, as far as new subdivision works or existing facilities within existing estates that we're demolishing and installing new facilities. So we have a lot of issues with vandalism in particular, and thefts. A lot of thefts in regards to machinery, and vandalism in regards to just your local teenagers who've got a lot of time on their hands going in and vandalising our sites, and a lot of spray painting, a lot of remediation we have to do for general spray painting and damaging of equipment and damaging of building materials as well.
Could you put a rough dollar value on that?
Oh look, on each site, even if you had your average site, you think each job we do, there'll be in excess of $5,000 to $10,000 worth of vandalism being done on each site at a particular time, where we have to go in and patch things up and clean things up. So.
Okay. On the beginning of this project, we installed our video alarm system, the Thompson Brothers video alarm system. Tell us a bit about that. How did you find it?
Yeah, it was the first time I sort of heard about it. Was on this job at Padstow Baptist Church, and I was advised that it was a new system that's been introduced, and another couple of builders have been bringing this on board across their sites. So so at the start I wasn't really sure of how it was going to work, or the effect that it was going to give us. So but I was pleasantly surprised. So
what sort of theft and graffiti did you have on this job?
Yeah, we had a few times where we've realised that people come onto the site looking around, taking a bit of a poke. There would be things sort of being thrown around, and we'd realise that we've had a few intruders. At the time, we were actually sort of at the substructure stage of the job, so there wasn't anything of too much value that they could sort of take with them. So, but we realised that we're having a few nosy intruders walking through site and checking the place out. So sooner or later, there was going to be a few more visitors once the actual structure was being built, and they could sort of get in there and take a few more items of some more value. Okay.
So we installed a system on this site, and what was the results from there?
Yeah, look, we had the system installed sort of 2 or 3 months into the job. So basically, after the substructure, it was installed, and we had I think from record about 4 sightings, 4 call-outs that we had from intruders. One of them in particular actually got apprehended by the police. He was in here for a little while, walking around, and the police got him before he actually did any damage or took anything away from him on site. So we were lucky, because it was at the stage of the job where we were starting to get to lock up, and he could have caused a bit of damage in there if no one had sort of seen him, because he could have spent a fair bit of time.
Okay, well that's good, Fred. So from what you've had since the system in, there was no theft, no damage. So what would you say about the system that we put in Thompson Brothers?
Yeah, look, I think the system's great. I think it's going to sort of evolve where a lot of the builders are going to take on more of this approach. Using the conventional ways, I guess, sort of sometimes works, but this way is going to be a bit more broad across the board as far as we're concerned at FDC. The service as well from Thompson Brothers were great in particular. the regular checkups and the regular site visits to check how the system's going, and the location of the cameras and things were great. So I think, for a new system such as this, and depending on the type of work you're doing and the location, etc., I think it's a great initiative for builders to take on. So I know FDC in particular have sort of had 3 or 4 different sites at one time going recently, and we'll be looking at a few more. So
excellent. Fred, thanks very much for your time.
No worries. Thank you.
Okay, beautiful, mate.